Ready, born ready, John. It gives me great pleasure to introduce episode 146 of the Sussex by the Sea Fan Roundtable. Lovely guest from across the league, National League South's finest, Horsham, up there, fourth place, drinking Hastings tears.
Yeah, plenty of them.
Yeah, plenty of them, Rob. Good to see you.
Yeah, you too, mate.
We've got the wonderful Terry of Isthmian South East Margate fame. Hi, Terry.
Hiya.
Hi. We've got Windy from the mighty Hastings Slayers of Jersey Balls. All right, Windy?
Yeah, I'm okay. Thank you. You all right?
Does that make him a matador?
Yeah.
He hasn't denied it, has he?
It was a game.
I don't know what you've heard about him, Terry.
I can just imagine him one of those little skin tight outfits.
I knew it was going there.
Whoa.
Well, Ray. Okay. And of course, the ever loyal John from that Canvey Island of the Isthmian Prem. You all right, John?
Evening, Chris. Good to see you as always.
As always. Right, talking to you first, John. Let's talk about. Well, don't worry, we're going to talk about Hastings as well. If you want to talk about teams that lose, but John, talk about it. The new regime in charge. I know results haven't been great, but what's it been like? Has there been a turn in or anything to get excited about?
I don't know, it's been a bit of a mixed bag, really, because obviously since the new manager's come in, we had a decent start under him, and I think the last time I left you, we were going to play Cole Shelton and picked up a decent result against them. But sort of since then, really, just had a kind of a lot of things going against us, I suppose. Obviously, where he's tried to bring in a couple of new players, obviously blooding them in quite early now into obviously a side that's already struggling, and a couple of them have come in from outside our division. So it's a bit of a baptism of fire for them, really, straight off the bounce. And whereas Taylor had the luxury of putting a side together before, which wasn't a very good side, and then Hannibal someone to do it, this guy, Kimball now, he's putting together what seems like a decent enough side, brought in a few good players, like obviously picked up a bit of a coup getting Cashkit in, who's got experience of Championship, League One, and then people like Michael Solarco, who's banged in goals for Herne Bay before, Sittingbourne. But obviously, it's just getting them to try and fire straight from the word go, really, and that's the problem. We're in a stage of the season at the moment where quite a lot of sides in the league have started to find a bit of rhythm about them, and where we're still not quite the finished article yet, we're suffering as a result. We obviously third loss in three last night. We obviously played St Albans 2 weeks back now, and typically picked them up at the wrong time. They had the new manager BANTZ with McCann coming in. We had a couple of players missing on the day, obviously our captain and one of our key centre-backs. And we give it a little account of ourselves, but we just never looked like we were going to sort of overcome what was a far more competent and sort of gelled together side, really. And much of the same with Ramsgate at the weekend. We were without our star striker, so that didn't help. Obviously brought Solarco in, but again, it was trying to get him to do something straight from the word go. And, we played okay first half, had a chance or two. But, when you say you come up against, someone like Ramsgate, who have kept a lot of their side from last year, you've got people in like Joe Taylor back there now, haven't they? People like Alfie Paxman, they're people who can turn a game. And, we had a bit of a dubious, offside call for one of the goals. I mean, I think looking at it on reflection, I think I could see the case for it, but I think the thing that annoyed people more than anything was the goal was flagged for, and the linesman was happy to give the goal, but Ramsgate's player just surrounded him, started whinging and moaning, and then the referee got an inkling of doubt, and he went over to the linesman, and they were about 5 minutes trying to decide. It was like,
really?
like VAR, without not even the luxury of having a video monitor to look at. But they just folded like a deck of cards and chalked off the goal, and that was it from there. Really, we had no chance of going back into it. That took us in the chest at last night, which was that was a bit of a must-win, really, to be honest. But sadly, I couldn't go because I was stuck in work. But I talked to people who went, and they said sort of a bit of similar situation, really. We had a few chances, could have really clawed our way back in the game. Another goal shorted out for offside, and then as we've been victim to a few times this season, whether that's under the last management regime or this one, we seem to concede right for half time, and it knocks a bit of stuffing out of us, really. Then, second half, concede another goal, and it's trying to claw your way back into the game after that, and going to a place like Cheshunt where they can be a stubborn side. That's never going to be easy. So, it leaves us, I don't know, it's a bit precarious at the moment. Teams are starting to pick up form in the league now. You're starting to seeing who's putting together a run, who's, trying to go for gold at the top, but trying to play some of them teams on form while you're not the finished article. It's a struggle. We've got a couple of big games coming up over the next few weeks now. I think the likes of Chichester and Whitehawk at home, both on Tuesday night, so they're going to be quite key. Hashtag United away, who are also down in the relegation zone. So, they're, I think, coming into what will be a really difficult Christmas period where we've got to play Folkestone, Billericay and Averley, who are three of the form sides in the league at the moment. We need points on the board before then. Otherwise, if we get into January much in a similar situation to where we are now, then it's like climbing Everest, really, isn't it? Trying to get out of that relegation zone is going to be a tough ask, real tough ask.
Yeah, I mean, looking at from last season, who would have thought that Welling would be below you? Do you know that?
Exactly, yeah, that's a crazy thing. I mean, I thought, well, obviously I saw them appoint Ryan Maxwell the other week, and I thought, okay, maybe they'll do a little bit like what St Albans done to us the other week, and get something against Billericay, and then they got absolutely thumped. Lost to Chatham last night. So I mean, that's the one thing that at the very least has gone in our favour. Sides around us aren't doing particularly great either. But if we're going to have any semblance of just trying as we were talking about before, just be comfortable just to see mid-table at this point. Just putting a run together from somewhere, stringing a few results together, and making ourselves hard to beat. And I still think, I'm hopeful that will still come. Obviously, I'm not throwing shade at anything that Kimball and his team have done since they've come in. I think they've restored a bit more confidence in the fans than we had under Taylor, certainly. And you can see, it's no sense of the boys in the squad not wanting it or not trying to fight for it. At times, we are playing some half decent stuff, but I think goals in particular have been our downfall. We've been very reliant on the striker we've had in from Dover, but he's a 19-year-old lad. He's a lot of expectation on him to try and keep up that form. And Sod's Law, he picked up an injury at the weekend, so don't know how many games we might do without him now. But other players have got to start chipping in from somewhere. Getting those goals and start getting us points on the board, really.
Yeah. So what are you about six? He's six off it now. Six off
seven off it. Yeah, I mean, we've got an inferior difference to Cray Valley, who are that 7 points ahead of us. So goals and points are key now. They are absolute gold dust for us, really. But it's just particularly like I say, these next couple of games they're going to be vital. We come out of that, in a slightly better position, then it's hopefully still on for taking on the league, but without those points, and then as I say, 3 really, really difficult games over Christmas and New Year. It's looking a bit perilous at the minute. Looking over your shoulder time, really. So
well,
to the bits below that is Isthmian North.
Yeah. Well, sorry to hear that, John. Well, talking of perilous, let's look at the opposite of perilous. Let's talk to Rob from Horsham, whose Horsham are absolutely flying in the National League South. 4th off top. Everything is rosy. Rob, talk to me about those Lardy boys.
Yeah, it's I don't know really what to say. Like I said to you before we went live that you sort of can rinse and repeat what I say week in, week out. It's not a lot, as a fan base, we're expecting at some point to drop off the pace, and the boys just keep delivering. The whole club, the whole team, went last night and played Ebbsfleet pretty much off the park. I would have said, their manager was pretty honest and open, and we had opportunities to make it more than 2-0 before they scored a last minute goal. So to make it 2-1, and we look to Shaw at the moment. We're looking decent at the top. We're keeping, the last 7 or 8 games, we've kept 5 or 6 clean sheets, so the defending's there. We're especially away from home at the moment. It really wouldn't worry me at this moment in time who we'd play away from home. I'd be confident. At home, we're scraping. We went and played Dover, and we were 1-0, and then they literally scored in the last second to make it 1-1. But we played Slough, Enfield at home, and won 1-0. So it's looking pretty decent. I think overall it's sort of kicked on from last season as well. We sort of carried it on. The last 44 league games, we've taken 95 points and lost 7 games.
Yeah, speaks
So
for itself.
yeah, there's not much to groan about really. There's nothing to be disappointed with. I think we're just at some point, your head's telling you we're going to have to drop off this pace. We're playing. If you saw yesterday's game, for example, and you turn around and went, "Who's the full-time team and who's the part-timers that have been behind the desk all day?" You wouldn't have a clue. So, I think sometimes that's a misunderstanding in the league above. Sometimes you think, "Oh, these are professional outlet teams," and they are, but yesterday didn't prove that, and we played. We haven't beaten Dagenham and Torquay, and it's right at Maidstone away. It's right up there with the results that we keep seeing to get at the moment. And then so at home, it's a little bit more of a grind, to be honest. I think teams now come and sort of sit there, sit back, and we try and break them down, which we sort of sometimes struggle with at home. It's all promising going forward. Big game on Saturday against Western, who are sitting up there as well. And we just keep going. It's pretty boring what Dom says, but it's pretty true. It's one game at a time and go from there. It's not much else you can. We've got the FA Trophy coming up as well. We want to try and progress in that. We've got Hemel away again. We just played them last week, and that was another one we were 1-0 up, and they equalised in the last embers of the game.
Yeah.
So the one frustration the last few times is if you can't see try and see the game out. But I think the last time we were behind was Hornchurch on the 4th of October. And the last time last time we got beat was the 20th of September. That was at home to Totton. So it's that 14-game unbeaten run. It's pretty decent, to be fair, as a Horsham fan. I think no one expected it. I think if you listen to all the podcasts and the so-called pundits of non-league, National League South, they're all putting Horsham down the bottom. And I think people are now paying us a bit of respect. And I think we will, the second half might be a bit of a more of a struggle. Once they've played us once, they might know what we're about. But yeah, we've got to join and carry on the ravers and enjoy as much as we can, really. So yeah, like I say, there's not much to whinge and moan about. But
well, this isn't supposed to be the Whinge and Moan podcast.
No, I know. I was
only
saying to you beforehand. It was
fucking Hastings was so miserable that I was in a state of depression for the whole of last year.
Yeah, well, I'm trying. Yeah, well, I tried to cheer you up earlier before we all came live. So giving you a little bit of credit that you kickstarted it all.
But
with me coming on
Dom,
here, and
you need to ring me up, Dom, and just thank me. Obviously,
just get you in the changing room.
Yeah.
So looking back on it, I think since I was saying to someone earlier today that since I've started coming on here, I think you could probably play the first time I was on it, and nothing would be changed from now to here. So at
you're
some
not
point,
AI, are you, Rob? You're not AI.
No. If I was, I'd be a lot prettier. I can assure you. And so at some point I'll come on and have a moan, but at the moment it's so good to see like the club, how they're running it. We're getting 1,400 people through the gates every week. At home, the away support is just phenomenal. There was another over 100 yesterday up at Ebbsfleet, and you expect, I suppose, when you're on that bandwagon of enjoyment. Like I say, it's mental. If you were 6 years of age, you've known nothing but Horsham being success, or even if you just joined at Hot Post, the new stadium, you've known nothing but success. And it's all footballing cliches, which I hate, but it's pretty mental to think about. We were homeless for 11 years. So, so teams, you can, if you do it in the right way and you get the right people in, don't change your manager every 30 seconds. Don't bring 100 players in every month. I think this is the blueprint. I really do think Horsham's the blueprint to progress and see how we do. I think everyone's pretty gobsmacked, to be fair. I'm sure the board are panicking.
That's what I was going to ask about Dom. Like, is that the only way that maybe things would change, is if Dom gets persuaded elsewhere? Because I mean, he's doing an absolutely superb job for your boys, and obviously you all love him there.
Well, if it carries on, even if we finish, I don't know, 8th or 9th, you'd still expect someone to sort of come in for not just him, but the players. I'm sure they came in the summer for some of them, and they just wanted to give it a go with Horsham. They've been there. Like I keep saying that we've had players there now for 7-8 years, and they just wanted to give it a go. There was the travelling isn't much different between the National League South and the Isthmian, so that's why a lot of players stayed. I think so. Yeah, that could be a potential. I think but why would you want to go? Would be the old
absolutely.
For sure on the other foot. Why would you want to? Unless it's for money, which at this level, I don't bemoan anyone moving on. But for that, if I would do all the same for business or work or whatever. So at the moment it's all pretty enjoyable. We got tough fixtures coming up. We've got Saturday Western. Then we're away at Chippenham, who are struggling. And we've got a Hemel again in the FA Trophy, and then Boxing Day is Dorking away, which should be a really good away following. If both teams keep up the progress, then that should be a crackerjack of a game. So
good bunch of
really
games.
looking forward to it. Great, it's great fun. And that's the thing about it. It's just enjoying it, going to different grounds, seeing different teams, and it's been definitely a whirlwind of a season start of it. Anyway, no one expected us to be anywhere near this. So yeah, it's been great fun to follow, and hopefully it continues. Good. But football's football. We'll see what happens around the corner.
Yeah, I mean, I think with Dom though, he does keep everyone's feet on the ground, doesn't he? I mean, he's not one of those.
He's
any
the
sort of
ultimate
statement.
level footed. Yeah, he's the absolute. But I spoke to him as soon as we got promoted, afterwards outside the grounds, by the pitch, and even then he was already saying we were going to be on the lowest budget, we were going to be this, and just planting that seed, which he loves being the underdog. He loves being it, and he'll still say that now. So yeah, he's the one who starts it. Always been there for 10 years. No coincidence where we are because of that. So he's an absolute stalwart of the football club, and if we lost him, God knows where we'd be. But we'll enjoy it while he's there, and we'll see what happens.
Good to speak.
As long as we
Rob.
keep winning, he can stay.
Well, that's only fair, isn't it? Oh dear. Well, yeah. Cheers for that, Rob. Oh, Terry, come on. Let's talk Margate.
Yeah, we're doing all right at the moment.
Upper table in the magnificent league that is the
South
South East.
Fifth. So we're 9 games unbeaten so far. So we're hoping to take that over to Jersey, and
we're 1 game unbeaten. Just thought I'd say that. Sorry, go on. 9 games unbeaten.
I told you get out there. Yeah, no, it's been pretty good. We've had some high scoring games. It's been, and it's not just the same players scoring. I mean, Ibs has got a couple of hat tricks over the last couple of games, and but we've also had like other players. The Gaffer's had a couple. It's doing all right. I'm quite optimistic. Looking forward to the weekend.
Yep, Jersey.
I mean, we're not
Jersey.
Yeah, not expecting to get any because I don't think they've been beaten at home. So
they beat us easy. I mean, obviously a different regime. Obviously, we're like watching Brazil now. But before
Brazil or Bex.
I'm sorry, Bexhill. Yeah, it's like watching. We're just like Bex. Yeah. But yeah. Go on. So anyway, Jersey. You got Jersey away. How you getting there? Away. You going there for a few days? What are you doing?
Yeah, we're all flying out on the Friday. So well, there's a couple coming on the Saturday, but the team are going out on the Friday, and we're going to already scoping the pubs.
I can give you some inside info on those pubs, Terry. I'll message you after.
Yes, please do. I'm taking my son for his first away weekender. So
how old's your boy?
He's 20.
Oh, okay, so old enough. Yes,
he's buying.
Oh, is he? So what? Back on the Sunday or going back Saturday?
I'm coming back on a Monday actually.
Oh, Monday.
Make most of it,
Mm.
Well, I think it's costing me more to take my drum than it is for my flight.
Couldn't the club take your drum?
We're all going on the same flight.
You're in the high echelons of Margate, though, aren't you? Not common as like us Hastings fans.
No, we're all going on the same flight, and I thought, well, I'll book it, because you can get it as extra cabin baggage. I've just got to make sure it's the right size because they're a bit dodgy on things.
Jaeger's
like
on a plane.
Yes,
Jaeger's on the plane.
Most definitely. Love a bit of Jaeger, me. No, I'm getting over this cold, so I need something. I mean, Jaeger's like medicine, isn't it? So
it is basically, yeah. But
we've been doing well. We've as I say, 9 unbeaten, and we actually beat Sittingbourne the other day. I can't remember the last time we beat them. So yeah, it was a nice little 1-0. I say, just the fact that it's apart from Ibs with his hat tricks, we're getting goals coming from a lot of different players, and we're getting players back from injury now, which is really helping. Funnily enough, they're all coming back from injury in time for Jersey. So yeah, but it's looking good. It's not too frustrating as it was when we was just drawing and that. So we're doing okay, and I'm enjoying my football.
Didn't you recently put 7 past someone, Terry? If I remember that right.
We've done that twice actually. We did.
Here we go. Go on.
Beckenham 7-2, and
it wasn't Hastings.
That's
the 14th.
We did 7-3.
We've got Erith Saturday. I'm hoping for a bit of that. That'll be not past us though. We've got you on the 14th, Terry. That is
Yeah.
our Christmas away day on the train, so we'll be coming
Yeah,
early.
that's our next home game actually. It's the 13th according to this.
Oh, 13th, is it? Oh, we better get on the right train.
Whichever the Saturday is, but yeah, it's our next home game. So yeah.
But hopefully with our goalie's granddad, Harley Earl's
Oh.
granddad, if he's still at the club, who knows? People come and go, don't they, from Hastings, Windy, don't they? They're just
Yeah, I think he's just injured. isn't he?
strangers in the night.
I think,
Well,
I think he's injured, isn't he?
are you guys going? Because I'll definitely set some up behind the bar.
Oh,
The little
yeah, we're
bar.
there. Yeah, we're there, definitely. So I've got my just got my Christmas hat, Santa riding a reindeer. It's my Christmas special this year. So yeah, no, there should be a lot of us coming. So
Yeah, no, I'll say next home game, so it's a good one to get back one.
yeah, all right.
Terry,
Hey, go on.
Terry,
Then.
can I
Yes.
just quick? Who's the best team that you've come up against so far? Do you think in our league? Have you played Whiteleaf yet?
Let me
Can't
just
remember.
check.
Right, you ain't got no
Yeah, I think we
excuses.
beat Whiteleaf.
Did you? Well done. I've to get automatic. I think. Mind you, look at the form guide. You're second.
Yeah,
aren't
they're above us in the form guide, but
Yeah.
only
you?
by
On same
like one.
points. Yeah.
Yeah.
Same point. Yeah.
Yeah, form guide's going well, so yeah.
I think that's the only team I've heard that are actually so far. Well, Three Bridges as well.
Yeah.
But yeah. Other than that, nothing's really sort of thought. Oh, hello.
Well, the standard's not great.
No,
Is it?
No, I mean we've basically got to play what's in front of you. And,
you
know,
have.
we
You
just
have.
think- we've had
and-
some games where we've gone, we should be beating these.
Yeah, that's it.
You know, it's like the Sheppey games have been pretty horrific, but yeah. Apart from that, I mean we've done all right. Game of two
Yeah,
halves and
good.
all that for most of it. It's just been like, oh come on, you know.
Decent
But
crowds.
now I'll say we've been picking it up. So
Decent
yeah, I
crowds.
can't. Not bad. 400-500 depending. Yeah.
Pretty good, to be fair, yeah.
Yeah.
I think to be fair though, from what you were saying beginning of the season though, where you were quite frustrated, you were dropping a lot of points. It now sounds like you're actually
Yeah.
starting to turn
Yeah.
those positions
Yeah,
into
yeah.
wins.
It's,
so
we've got a bit of a
big
momentum
game.
going now. Yeah,
Good
it's
stuff.
I'm a lot calmer in my mind. Yeah,
Well-
the cats are settled. You know, they're not waiting for me to come home and kick them. Like,
Right.
Oh
then.
yeah, now I've
Go on.
done both sides of the Fanet divide in terms of Ramsgate and Margate. I think if I could pick one to go to on a away day tomorrow, I think it'd be clear set Margate now. To be honest, out of the two rating them, yeah, Margate is the better one for me.
Right. Sorry, Terry. I've
Yeah.
been distracted there. What are we all done with the Mighty Margate?
yeah, I was saying, just looking forward to you guys coming down and our next home game. So
No, it should be a good one. Should be a good one. Right, let's talk Hastings then. Windy. Now, Windy, for anyone listening or watching, does the commentary a lot of the time with our man Tom. Tom, long-suffering Hastings United commentator. I don't know. He started doing the commentary, and we've been on a highway to hell, haven't we, Windy?
We
Basically,
certainly have.
since Tom started, I don't
Yeah.
think he's
No.
not. I mean, he was there. Hendon 9-0. You know, he was there for that.
No.
You know,
I
beautiful
honestly
stuff.
don't know how he's done it. He's he's a great lad, and he's done a great job of getting the radio going. And I'm always privileged to help join in on the home games mostly, and I've enjoyed it. So I particularly enjoyed Saturday. To be fair, Jersey Bulls they weren't the best team, were they? But I just
No,
want
didn't turn
3
up.
points. I don't care who we beat, what we beat. We just needed 3 points, and the way we did a bit better than the previous time. 2 weeks earlier when we played Beckenham and we won 3-2 after being 3-0 up, which almost felt like a draw or almost a defeat at the end in a funny sort of way. We sort of held on, didn't we?
I was at work for that one.
Oh, you
mate.
was, weren't you? Yeah.
I managed the defeat, so I like to go to watch Hastings lose. That's what it is.
Yeah. No, played in the Beckenham game. They played really well first half, and then Beckenham they didn't see that Beckenham had 2 or 3 good players, and that was about it. But the 2 or 3 that they did have that were good, really. And one of them was George Porter, and we should know all about him because he used to play for us. And he scored 2 goals and set out for a squeaky bum time. But luckily we held on. We got 3 points and enjoyed that one. I missed the Eastbourne away game.
Yeah, we shipped a load of goals. I think was that not Brad Barry's last game?
Yeah.
Or
Brad.
was he out for that?
No, Brad got injured at the warm up at the Beckenham game, didn't he? So
Yeah,
and
but he hasn't got any injury problems, has he?
I don't know.
That's what I mean.
Oh, see what you mean.
The mere thought of playing for Hastings. Oh, my knee. Oh, my ankle.
I know.
My
I don't know.
nuts.
Sometimes you're just not getting the information anyway to know what's true and what's not. You know, everyone makes up stories, don't they, about everybody at the moment. Anyone who's there at 1 minute and then they're not there the next minute. We're not hearing it all the time. It's improved, but it's still hearing rumours here and there, and you just don't know what's right and what's wrong.
Bananarama?
Yeah. But they have
Showing your age there, Chris.
yeah. Brought in some decent players, haven't they, Chris? So sort of I think
Don't start to me on those. Right. Yeah, we're a bit. How many players have we got in this season? Honestly, Windy. How many have we had through the door?
I think the main thing was to strengthen that defence, and they have.
Oh yeah, Sam Pigeon. Sam Pigeon, yeah.
And Eugene Asike, he's quite.
And he got the goal against Jersey, didn't he, old Eugene?
Yeah, despite Finn trying to claim it.
Well, he'll claim anything.
I think Finn kicked the back of Asike's boot and thought it didn't matter anyway, did it? As long as it went in, that was the main thing. And the new guy, who's on loan from is it Bromley? Jack Saunders. He was quite useful in midfield.
Well, yeah, I think that's the replacement because I think Barry's out for about the next 4 to 6 weeks.
I think Jack's in for a season loan as well, so that's quite handy. We've got James Stone now, haven't we, from Sevenoaks? Verdict's open a bit on him for me.
Well, yeah,
he tries hard. I'm not saying he doesn't try. All the players are trying, but I don't know. He missed a few. He's missed his few chances he should put away quite easily, really.
Well, the problem is we ship goals.
Yeah.
So we're 3-1 up against Eastbourne Town.
Yeah.
Game should have been put to bed. Can't kill the game. A 3-3. Eastbourne should have won it 4-3.
Yeah.
Then we played Herne Bay and Herne Bay tears all over 4-0. Should have been. I mean, we weren't that. We did start. We were 2-0 down within. Like, you know, when you go on an away day and you're like, and then within about 10 minutes, you're 2-0 down.
Yeah.
And I was saying to the Herne Bay lads at half time, I'm like, you're not put us away yet. Only 2-0, get a goal, could be squeaky. But when you're just talking up, you're like, and they're like, do you actually believe that? And I'm like, well, no, I think we're going to lose 4-0. But, and we did lose 4-0.
There you go.
And then the manager said, terrible performance. We won't have that again. And then we lost 5-1 to Beckenham Town. So I was on antidepressants. I was on, what else was I on? Antihistamine, anti-establishmentarianism. I was on every anti. But the mighty Hastings, they've turned it round. A clean sheet, 1-0 against one of the finest sides of the Isthmian South East, Jersey Bulls. If only we could play them every week.
Yeah, if only. But again, they weren't that impressive, were they?
No, they weren't very good. But
and they took their best player off. It was a bit weird. That is it Rodriguez?
I don't know what was going on there. They just didn't turn up. And
Cavallo, he was a really decent player, and they took him off. And after that, I thought, we might actually win this now, and we did. So. Shout out for our manager on Saturday. He made some substitutions at just the right time. You could see that some of our players were getting tired, because there was a lot of effort going in. Although they weren't particularly getting anywhere, there was a lot of effort, and he just took off a few players and strengthened it in, for fitness levels, and it made a difference. And that, for me, has been something that hasn't happened in recent games. So that was a big improvement. And Harry House is in goal at the moment. He seems to be getting a bit more confident. So we do miss Ariola.
Yeah. We've had problems with injuries. We got lots of loan signings, and so in that Sussex Cup game, we were down a bit in terms of numbers.
Yeah.
I've been told to calm down about that Sussex Cup. I actually really like the Sussex Cup, as bloody Rob would know. They like the Sussex Cup.
How could we forget?
I never forget about that. But
I don't either.
I think the way I'm old school. I don't think we should disrespect the cups. But yeah.
But that actually is a good point. That actual game that we could see then, writing on the wall about Horsham, they're so much better than us, and look where they are now. And that's what's happened, really, isn't it? It's progress. Sussex Senior Club isn't, it's not to be sneezed at. It gives you confidence. You go forward. Look at them. So
yeah, 1,000,000%. I say that first one's what Dom wanted the most, really, because he had never won it before. So that was the key. And then Yeah, I just don't understand why you wouldn't the cups. I know you leak your bread and butter and everything, but your cups, great days out for the fans, for the club, exposure. We've got Three Bridges away coming up. Tiny's to play before the 13th, so that's a cracking tie. Local
that's not
teams
going to be an
and
easy one. The decent
no, it won't
side,
be.
so
No, it won't be. A
they'll
good
be up for
Tuesday
it.
night. There'll be a good crowd there. It's their place. I know they've got a 3G pitch or 4G pitch now. They've put in. So, but yeah, the cups, especially the Sussex Senior Cup, it's a great occasion if you do get to the final. When there's some good teams, we're quarterfinals now going for the three peaks effectively. So it's we always think, okay, even this season I thought we'd turn up to a Sussex Senior Cup game and you think, okay, Don might rest a few, but he puts his pretty much full strength squad out with the odd one or two changes. So he respects it, and I think more teams should, because it will, it's belief, isn't it? It kicks them on, and like you say, that cup final, you can go back to those days and sort of confidence kick on into the next season and go for it. So yeah,
I remember feeling
1,000,000%.
confident, and then the clock 3:01. And then it just
that long.
Yeah. But yeah, so with Hastings, I mean, it's we've gone through so many players. I don't want to say too much about. I'm wondering how long any of these are going to stay. Obviously, Bruno's gone. Who was someone who coming from Ashford. He's gone. Will Harley's gone now. Back to Eastbourne Borough. They definitely look a little bit better. It's just the conceding goals aspect. Pigeon was out obviously for the Broadbridge Heath game. It's a great name. I've got a defender. Sam Pigeon. I love it.
It was quite awkward because
That's the Pigeon, yeah.
The first time he was playing and he was commentating, you couldn't help putting in all the pigeon puns, and and then I think maybe word got back because the next time Tom did the away commentary and he was calling him Pigeon.
Pigeon.
You'd said, "Oh, he doesn't like pigeon." I don't know.
Is he English or is he French or something?
I don't know, but we still call him Pigeon. So
yeah, it's Pigeon, mate. This is Hastings. Yeah. This ain't Margate. This is Hastings.
Yeah.
But all right, well, yeah. I don't know if I got it. Well, I managed to catch up with Henning. I've got my birthday card finally.
Saw him, yeah.
Old Henning Venn. He's took how many months? My birthday was in January. He's just given me his birthday card to me. It is middle of November. So well done. So much for German efficiency, eh?
Talking of German efficiency, you're coming up to your 150th, aren't you? It won't be too far away. Podcast. I'll get Rob on, shall I, from Germany?
Yeah, is he going to do a bit of music for us again?
Yeah, do something knowing him. But we got 4
I'll have to play that one with the disco. I don't know if you've possibly you, John, and Terry have been around long enough, but I don't know if you would have seen it. The video of him and his German mates in the disco. What he had, and did he not have Sussex by the Sea going? In this German disco at about 2 a.m.
Yeah.
And there's a video of it. It's just, and you can see obviously everyone's ruined, and it's marvelous stuff. I'll try and unearth it again.
If not, he's probably got it somewhere. I'll get him to send it to you.
And it's disco he's running, isn't he? That's just great.
Yeah, no, he's a good lad, and he's doing. He's still watching the old Bon over there. They're doing all right. Nothing special, but So he'll tell you all about it when he comes. So we've got 4 more episodes, haven't we? So I'll send him out because he has to have a bit of notice.
Yeah. No problem at all.
Good. Yeah, glad you caught up with Henning though, because he's had that card in that pocket for quite a while.
He wants to go to a few more games, didn't he?
Yeah.
Didn't he, mate? I still go when we're struggling. Actually, to be fair, when he touring? Was he touring?
He's
been touring. Yeah.
And every time he went up the pilot field with it in his pocket, you weren't there.
That's probably working.
Because you was working, yeah.
Well, will you be going Erith, Windy, or you don't do games, do you?
No, I don't. Unfortunately, no. I've got to have a quick shout out for young Caden.
Yeah.
Yeah, he saved the game. He saved the commentary on Saturday. There was
Explain who Caden is to everyone else.
Yeah, sorry. Caden's he's a young lad who helps out commentary box. He does the some of the stats, for the FWP and things like that.
Young lad, Joe.
Yeah, he's a nice lad, and he's quite intelligent. I wouldn't say he's very young. What's that, about 16, 17?
Yeah, it's only young.
I think his dad's the groundsman, isn't he, at the moment? So he helps him with that. But poor Tom, and he lost the Wi-Fi again. It went completely just as we just kicked off. And I think it was because, there was another commentator on from...
Oh, was that Trevor?
Yeah, Trevor. He was doing commentary in on your laptop right in front of Tom. I think he sucked up all the Wi-Fi. I don't know. But
we don't have 4G,
no.
mate. We have 2G at Hastings.
Exactly. So, but Caden said, "Oh, don't worry about it. I'll connect you to." Did it all? We sorted it all out within about 3 minutes.
Well, Trevor now says he listens to this. If he is listening to it, mate, oi, give us our 4G or back, please, mate. Whatever you were up
probably
to.
a coincidence, but it did seem like, well, where's that all gone? It just suddenly he was still commentating. It was just Tom's going jumping up and down, and Caden was cool as anything. His phone did it all up, and I was stood there like thinking, what is this kid doing? Boom, done it.
Yeah, got your hotspot going.
Oh, they know exactly.
And what's a hot spot? Not a good spot.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I know.
Oh, we can't talk about Michael Barrymore, can we? No.
God.
That's just going.
And
What's that one about the swimming pool again? Oh, come on, what's that?
Ooh.
He leaves. What's it again? I'm trying to remember that joke. So.
Oh, you know what? I'll slightly off topic with that. When I went
Yeah.
out for a mate stag in September, we got to the villa earlier than the main stag party. So me and my mate were sorting out the deposit we had to put down. And one of my friends had already been out on the lash because he got there a day earlier.
Yeah.
And she was talking, the host there, she was talking about how you got Paul in the front and you got Paul in the back. And he just started making Michael Barrymore references, and this German was standing there absolutely like, what is he talking about? And I think,
That's superb. That's excellent.
Wow.
Oh my God.
There you go. There you go. Well, okay. Well, thank you, everyone. I might do another one next week if able. My shift pattern's all over the place, so it is a little bit ad hoc these days. I do apologise for that. But good luck to all your sides. And I hope you all get the lovely juicy 3 points that you need. See you at the game, guys. Yeah.
See you guys.
Take care.
Have a good one, guys.
Safe travels.
See ya.
Thanks, Chris.
Bye. Bye.